Hello friends, welcome back to Active Education Pro. Today we are going to complete our last video of motion chapter from class 9 science NCERT book. Let us start. Here is a question from question number 4. The question is given that a motorboat starting from rest on a lake accelerates in a straight line at a constant rate of 3.0 meter per second square for 8 seconds. How far does the boat travel during this time? So here we have to find out the distance given that the motorboat starts from rest. That means its initial velocity u will be equal to 0. Here given that it accelerates in a straight line at a constant rate of 3.0 meter per second square. That means it will be the acceleration. So a will be equal to 3 meter per second square. And here given that time is t is 8 seconds. We have to find out the distance, that is s. We know that from equation of motion s is equal to ut plus half at square. Here we have the values of u, a and t. By putting this equation, by using this equation, we can calculate the value of distance. Let us calculate. Here u is 0, t is 8 plus half into a. Here a is 3 and t is 8. So it will be square of 8. So it will give 0 plus half into 3 into 64. By dividing 64 with 2, it will give 32. So s will be equal to 96 meter. So the boat will travel 96 meter distance during this time. I am repeating. Here question is given that the motorboat starts from rest. That means its initial velocity u will be equal to 0, and here is given that it accelerates with a constant rate of 3.0 meter per second square. That means its acceleration is 3 meter per second square, and here time is given that 8 seconds. So we have to calculate the distance. From equation of motion, we know that there are two equations of motion for distance. One is s is equal to ut plus half at square, and another is v square minus u square is equal to 2as. For finding s, we need from this equation we need u, t and a. But for another equation, we need v, u, a. But here v is not given. So we will use this equation so that we can find out the value of distance. By putting the values, we get that s is 96 meter. Let us do another problem. Here is a question from question number 7. We will do question number 5 and 6 later because we have to solve these problems using graphs. So we will do it later. Let us solve question number 7. The question here is given that a ball is gently dropped from a height of 20 meter. If its velocity increases uniformly at the rate of 10 meter per second square, with what velocity will it strike the ground? After what time will it strike the ground? Here we have to find out the velocity. Velocity means the final velocity, because when the ball is dropped from some distance, its initial velocity will be equal to 0, as it is not in motion. So its initial velocity u will be equal to 0. Here we have to find out the final velocity v and the time at which it will strike the ground. So here given that height is 20 meter. That means the distance s will be equal to 20 meter, and given that its velocity increases uniformly at the rate of 10 meter per second square. Here the unit is meter per second square. That means it will be the acceleration. So a will be equal to 10 meter per second square. Next we have to find out the velocity v and t. We know that from equation of motion, we know that v square minus u square is equal to 2s. From here we can calculate the value of v by putting the values of u, a and s. Let us calculate. So v square will be equal to u square plus 2as. Here u is 0 as the initial velocity is 0 plus 2 into a. Here a is 10 and s, distance s is 20. So v square will be equal to 400. Then v will be equal to root over of 400, which will be 20 meter per second. So the final velocity will be 20 meter per second. Next we have to calculate the time. From first equation of motion we know that v is equal to u plus at. Here we have the values of v, u and a. We can calculate the value of t by using this relation. So t will be equal to v minus u by a. So the values of v will be, the values of t will be equal to, here v is 20, u is 0 and a, here a is 10. So the values of t will be equal to 20 by 10, which is 2 seconds. I am repeating. The question here is given that a ball is dropped from a height of 20 meter. That means the distance s will be equal to 20 meter. As when the ball is dropped, it is in rest position. That means its initial velocity u will be equal to 0. Then it is given that its velocity increases uniformly at the rate of 10 meter per second square. That means here unit is meter per second square. That means it will be equal to the acceleration. So acceleration a is 10 meter per second square. We have to find out the velocity. That means the final velocity and the time at which the ball strikes the ground. For finding the final velocity, we have the relation v square minus u square is equal to 2as. By using this relation, we can calculate that v is 20 meter per second. Next, we have to find out the time. For finding time, we know the first relation, that is v is equal to u plus at. From here we can find that t is v minus u divided by a. From here we can calculate the value of t. The value of t is 2 seconds. Next, let us do another problem. Let us solve the last question from the exercise. Question is given that an artificial satellite is moving in a circular orbit of a radius 42,250 km. Calculate its speed if it takes 24 hours to revolve around the earth. Here question is given that we have to find out the speed. We know that speed is distance divided by time. Here question is given that the satellite moves in a circular orbit. That means the distance covered by the satellite will be equal to the circumference of the circle. So distance will be equal to the circumference. We know that the circumference of the circle is 2 pi r. Here radius is given that r is 42,250 km. Next, it is given that the time is 24 hours. So we know that speed is distance divided by time. So it will be equal to 2 into 5 into 42,250 divided by 24. We know that the value of phi is 22 by 7. So it will be equal to 22 divided by 24 into 7 into 42,250. By dividing 2, it will give 12 here. By cancelling with 2, it will give 11 and 6 here. We can divide these 2 by 2, it will give 21,125 and here 3. So now it will equal to 11 into 21,125 divided by 21. It will give 275 divided by 21. When we divide, it will give this much value, which will be equal to, which is the speed, and its unit will be kilometer per hour. So the value of speed will be equal to 11,065.4 km per hour. Now I am repeating, the question is given that an artificial satellite is moving in a circular orbit of radius 42,250 km. Calculate its speed if it takes 24 hours to revolve around the sun. Time is 24 hours. Radius is 42,250 km. We have to find out the fast speed. For finding speed, we know that speed is distance by time. Fast, we have to find out the distance. We know that when a satellite moves around in a circular orbit, the distance traveled by the satellite will be equal to the the circumference of the circle. Here the circumference will be equal to 2 pi r. Here r is the radius. So the speed will be equal to, time is 24 hours. Next we have to find out the speed. Speed will be equal to distance by time. Here distance is 2 into pi into 42,250 divided by 24. By calculating, it will give 11,065.4 km per hour. Thank you friends for watching our video. Please like, share, subscribe our channel. Thank you.